Hey guys, it's Boot and welcome back to the final video of the series. In this video I'm going to be going over a few things I'd like to wrap up, as well as a few tips for scaling and maintaining your store. In scaling your store, you will begin to see a very big increase in your sales, and as a part of that, you will be wanting to optimize your store in order to get as many sales as possible. One thing I recommend you do when you have scaled your bots to their max actions is that you begin A/B testing. So in A/B testing, you're going to be splitting up your bots. Half will be doing something different and half will be maintaining the same thing you've been doing. So the ones that are doing something different could be doing something like a different script, different comments, or even different hashtags. In order to track this data, all you have to do is create a new discount code, and then you're going to change in the script of the new ones the discount code so that when they go to buy things, you can actually track the data and actually compare. When you go to compare, make sure that this data is over a substantial amount of time, maybe a week or two, because if you're comparing it with just a day, that's not enough data to say that something's clearly better than the other. So definitely start testing that. Once you're done with that, you can optimize your store pretty quickly. Once you're doing that, once your store is really going, I guess, from time to time, check up on your store, like your actual store, and go through the checkout process. Make sure everything works, because there's one time that my checkout broke and I lost quite a bit in sales. So make sure that your entire checkout procedure works. Make sure everything's working to ensure, that you're not losing any sales. So try and also play around with the apps and test what works. I by no means know that the apps I'm using are the best. So definitely try and play around, get a little creative, and see what works for you. Some of the things that you guys have also asked me is how many bots are some people using in order to do $300 days, and the answer is that they're using 15 or more bots. And these are usually, at the time they were using about 300 actions, so that could be scaled up to about 20 bots to do $300 days. But this can take time to create because you need to warm up each of these accounts. So remember that we're looking for long-term growth. So the best way to do this is scale cautiously and not rush the process. For tracking your profits, I actually created an Excel sheet for you guys that I actually use for all of my stores. So what we have here is the product cost, the PayPal payments, Stripe payments, other payments, and SalesBrain payments. This also allows you to track your revenues, expenses, profit margin, as well as your profit loss. So if we were to type in some numbers for like the example of our store that we're doing right now, we would have like a $12 product cost, I believe is what it is. If we got, store cost is $60 with the coupon. Let's say that's just one order. So other payments, maybe we paid for our domain $14, and SalesBrain would take 25%. So profit margin would be 32%. We would have made a profit of $19 overall, and as you'll see over time, this will start to grow and grow and grow. So I'll link this in the description for you guys, and you guys can download it and use it yourself. Final thoughts for all of you is that this store was really just a one product store, and I think you guys really need to get creative with it. Definitely add more products because it allows your customers to have more of a choice. Also, you could emulate better an actual brand. So within the store setup, I actually forgot to show you guys how to add a I guess it's like a picture with text. Write a little bit about the company. Make sure that you're actually creating a brand that people will want to associate with. Remember, the objective is to connect with your audience as much as possible, and many people, including myself, use stores that that you're trying to get people to become brand reps. So they want to associate with this company. Make it as real as possible. So an example of a store that does really well with brand reps are stores that, for example, donate part of their profits to different causes. I have 2 stores that do this, and at the end of every month I donate 20% of my monthly profits to their respective causes. If you do decide to do this, make sure that you're actually donating, because that is morally wrong if you don't do that. So definitely think about trying that type of store because it actually works really well. With that said, I believe that's the end of the entire series. If you like this series, share with anybody you think that would enjoy it. Other than that, leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe. Boot out.